What would happen if I told you there is a power within you? A power waiting to take the reins, a version of you that fears nothing, that does not surrender to limits, and transforms every stumble into a leap forward. I won't tell you to subscribe to this channel, just as no one can force you to find your other self. That decision is yours alone. But if you choose not to, perhaps you are already rejecting your other self. And that will be the first step toward a life that remains unchanged.
Here, Napoleon Hill invites us to reflect on how we face life's challenges. Now he will delve into the practical steps he used to transform his life.
Let me tell you something from the heart. Your other self is not a stranger hidden in the shadows. It is you, raw and real, stripped of fear and ignited by faith. My friend, this is the secret to becoming unstoppable.
Imagine for a moment a power so great that it can change everything.
For years, I wandered chasing shadows of success, dodging the sting of failure, trapped by my own doubts. Then, on a bitter night in 1927, while aimlessly walking around a lonely school in West Virginia, I met him, my other self. This changed my life completely, and for the better. Today, I am here to give you the map that will lead you to finding yours.
And if I told you that this moment of darkness was the beginning of something extraordinary, listen carefully.
This has nothing to do with luck or any special gift. It's about awakening a force that has always been with you, begging you to claim it. It's that quiet voice in the midst of the storm that whispers, "Keep going," when your entire being screams, "Give up." I know it well because it was that same force that pulled me out of poverty in West Virginia, where I was broke and stranded on a cold Christmas Eve in 1923, and propelled me to publish the philosophy that became my life's work. But this is no fairy tale. It's the truth of what lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. Here is the deepest truth. Two forces battle within you every day. One is a coward, dominated by fear. Fear of failure, fear of what others might say, fear of the next blow life might throw at you. That part keeps you soft, shy, trapped in the mud, retreating from every obstacle the world places in your path. It's the voice that tells you, take it easy, or you can't do this.
Success is not a gift of fate, it's a decision. Do you hear that voice? Follow it. It's stronger than you imagine. Fear is subtle, but deadly. Recognize it, and you'll be closer to overcoming it.
But then there's the other voice, the real you, fueled by faith, bold as bronze, unshakable and unstoppable. That's you, my friend, the one who doesn't cower but commands, the one who doesn't bend but builds. I too was paralyzed by fear after the murder of a friend, until faith intervened and changed me. You have that same power. You just need to reach for it and let your other self emerge.
Faith is not just a word, it's a force that can move mountains. Are you ready to use it?
Now let's face a harsh truth. Why haven't you found your other self yet? It's not because it's hiding, it's because you've allowed fear to tighten its grip around your soul. Fear is a cunning enemy, my friend. It doesn't shout. It whispers excuses in your ear. It amplifies your setbacks, freezes your decisions, and leaves you immobile. I know that grip. After the murder of my friend Don Mellett, I hid in West Virginia, pistol in hand, jumping at every shadow. My courage had been devoured by fear. Most of you are also hiding, not from bullets perhaps, but from failure, from what others might say, from the unknown. That fear keeps your other self locked away. It wasn't the lack of money that held me back, even when I had nothing. It was my softness, my willingness to settle for less than I could be. You do it too. You tell yourself you can't, you shouldn't, you're not enough. It's not life that stops you. It's you stopping yourself. Your other self sees no limits. It sees possibilities. Until you tear down those mental walls, it will remain silent.
Fear is not your destiny. You can choose to be free. Limits are an illusion. Only you decide what's possible.
And then there's the game of waiting. Many of you sit idle, waiting for the stars to align, waiting for the perfect moment, the foolproof plan. I waited too, for years, wandering, delaying, until life gave me a hard kick in 1923, leaving me stranded and penniless in Columbus. Only then did I move. Your other self doesn't wait for permission or a clear path. Act, push, forge ahead. Stop looking for the right moment. It's now. Fear, limits, delay, they are the chains that hold you back. Break those chains, and your other self will emerge. Now, my friend, let's get to the most important part. How do you awaken this other self sleeping within you? I've walked this path, and today I'll illuminate it with the lessons I've learned. Here are 5 steps to invoke it.
The perfect moment doesn't exist. The moment is now. Are you ready to discover the steps that will lead you to finding your other self? Listen carefully, because every word could be the key to changing everything.
Step 1. Face the emergency. Your moment of trial begins with a crisis. I faced mine in 1923, stranded in Columbus, Ohio, without funds or plans, a broken and lost man. Perhaps you're there now, jobless, full of doubts, drowning in despair. Don't waver. Stand firm. That's when your other self emerges. I found it walking around a school in West Virginia, forced to think about how to rise from ruin. Life's hardest blows are not meant to crush you. They are the anvil where your faith is forged.
And if I told you that your worst moments aren't punishments but opportunities in disguise, what will you do when life tests you?
Step 2. Choose faith over fear. You must step away from the shadow of fear. In 1927, with only $40 in my pocket, I drove to Philadelphia and took a suite in the finest hotel. Not because I had the means, but because faith commanded it. Fear called it madness. My other self called it destiny. Doubt is a thief. Silence it. Let every comment, every setback slide off you without moving you. Act like the person you want to be, calm, unshakable, and the world will bow to your will. Faith is not a wish, it's a force, and it's yours to claim.
How many times have you let fear steal your dreams? Today is the day to choose something different. Today is the day to choose faith.
Step 3, define your purpose. Clarity is the spark that awakens your other self. My burning desire was to share a philosophy of achievement with the world. That flame carried me through years of hard work. What's yours? Ask yourself. Where do you see yourself in 3 years? Write it down, clear and bold. Your other self thrives on a mission greater than your own comfort, a purpose that drives you forward when everything else fails. Without it, you drift. With it, you conquer.
Do you know what your purpose is? If not, how much longer will you drift? This is the moment to decide.
Step 4. Act with courage. Faith without action is an empty shell. I called over 300 people seeking $25,000, my body weary, my mind stretched, until Albert Pelton answered. Edison faced 10,000 failures before his light bulb illuminated the night. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Take that step today, even if fear grips you. Your other self will guide your hand. Success is not for those who wait. It's for those who act, who build habits of discipline and strike while the iron is hot.
How many times have you waited for the perfect moment? The truth is, the perfect moment never comes. There's only action or inaction. You decide.
Step 5. Build resilience. Setbacks are not defeats. They are seeds of triumph. Lincoln lost election after election. I abandoned ideas and businesses that could have made me rich, but we rose again. Every fall carries a lesson. Every difficulty, strength. Don't ask, why me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Your other self turns every stumble into a comeback, an unyielding, relentless spirit.
Do you give up when life hits you? Or do you learn to rise stronger each time? Resilience is not a gift. It's a decision.
I walk through fear and poverty to find my way. You can walk through yours to find greatness. These steps are not mere words. They are the chisel I use to carve my destiny, drawn from truths I learned studying both successful and failed individuals. Reject softness, master your mind, become the person success seeks. Your other self waits. Awaken it, and nothing will stand in your way. My friend, Once your other self takes control, you don't just awaken it, you live it every day until it becomes as natural as breathing. I've walked this path, and I'll show you what it feels like to be unshakable, to build a life of power and peace. Let me paint the picture for you.
What are you willing to sacrifice to awaken your other self? Will you keep choosing comfort? Or will you start carving your destiny today? Imagine for a moment a life where nothing and no one can stop you. What would it feel like to live like that? Listen carefully.
First, you become unshakable when your other self takes charge. Nothing moves you. Insults fall like leaves in the wind. I learned this hiding from fear in 1926, mastering silence over panic. Failures are just lessons. I turned the poverty of 1923 into the seed of my philosophy. Pressure surrounded me. I faced the storms of the Great Depression while others crumbled. My faith was a constant flame. You too can walk through the chaos of life, calm and untouched, with a presence that demands respect without saying a word. Then it's about discipline, the backbone of your days. Your other self doesn't move on whims. It builds with purpose. I wrote my manuscripts through nights of doubt, rising early, overcoming fatigue, because success demands consistency. You've learned it too. Wake up when others sleep, act when others hesitate. Forge habits that turn dreams into actions. They're not bursts of effort, but steady steps day after day that crown you with victory.
Do you know what is stronger than any obstacle? An unbreakable mind. Discipline is not a sacrifice, it's an investment. What are you willing to do today to reap success tomorrow?
Finally, find joy in giving, because therein lies peace. My other self taught me that happiness isn't in accumulating, but in helping. I found it sharing my work with millions, not chasing gold. Take stock of your blessings, your healthy body, your free mind, your opportunity to lift others. Give thanks. Remember, in 1927, without money but audacious, I saw my fortune in what I could offer. Live this way, and your other self will strengthen. A light no shadow can extinguish. So here we are, my friend, at the end of this journey, but only the beginning of yours. Your other self is no mystery. It's your faith, your resilience, your purpose, forged in the fire of crisis and tempered by daily decisions. I found mine on a somber Christmas Eve in 1923, without money, without direction, but still standing. I walked around that school again and again until finally, it spoke to me. Since then, it has guided me through fear, doubt, and lack, making me unshakable. Now it's your turn. Face your moment of trial. Choose faith over fear. Act with courage, with a purpose that burns within you. And live each day disciplined, calm, and giving. That's the path I've laid out for you, proven in my own life and backed by the truths I've shared. Your only limit is the one you accept. Discard that limit. I ask you now, where will you find your other self? Don't wait for life to force you. Seize this moment. Tonight, write down a clear and bold goal. Tomorrow, take a step, no matter how small. Watch my next message, because I have more to reveal. Don't wait for life to force you. Seize this moment. Tonight, write down a clear and bold goal. Tomorrow, take a step, no matter how small. Watch my next message, because I have more to reveal.
What are you waiting for? Your other self is ready. All that's left is for you to accept it. Where will you begin to look for your other self? Decide today, because the future doesn't wait. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. What will you do with it? Your greatness is not a destination, it's a decision. Make it now.